takes flight, and we're ready to work. We're ready to win. We have a strategy, and now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness. Imperfect perfection, living my mission and winning. See, we are influencers. We have fear but don't stop. I have the confidence to rise to the top. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. All I need is inside of me. I am enough and now I see, yeah. I will reach my destiny, yeah. I don't need your permission, yes, I'm on a mission, I'll win. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Now listen, I want y'all to repeat after me, okay? Cause we're gonna make some declarations in here today. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. You say, I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. Say, I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see me. Say, oh, say I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. You say, we are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Hey, yeah, yeah. We have powerful words, we have powerful minds. We use our voices and freedom takes flight. And we're ready to work, we're ready to win. We have a strategy, and now we can begin. We are standing bolder. All right, shoulder to shoulder.
Yes.
Playtime is over. Y'all know what it is. Woo. Hey, welcome. This is Cheryl Wood. I am the host of Impact the World Radio, and I'm super excited to be back here again for another week. It's kind of yucky outside, and I was like, oh.
Yes.
But it's all good because we are here for you.
Yes.
We want to impact you and impact your life through all the amazing guests that come into the studio and share their unique gifts and their unique talents with you. Of course, every week we have got to shout out our amazing Facebook followers. Thank you, Nika Corbett, for being here. Hello, Terry Kendall. Thanks for being here. Robert Smoot, thank you for being here. Please share this out with your friends and followers. Hello, Cherie M. Good, one of our platinum sponsors of the show. Thank you for being with us today. It's going to be a fun show. I'm so excited. So maybe you're saying, Cheryl, did you not know that you were going to be on video? Why you ain't got no makeup on? But there's a reason I don't have on makeup, because this amazing, beautiful young lady next to me is going to beautify me in this first segment.
Yes.
And so you'll see me go through somewhat of a metamorphosis right here on the show so that you all, most of our followers and our viewers are busy women
Yes.
who are moms, busy women who are changing the world. They're career professionals, they're business women, and they don't have all day to beat their face. They don't have an hour to beat their face.
Yeah.
So this amazing lady next to me, who I'll tell you who she is in just a moment, she's going to teach us how to do a beat in like 15 minutes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I can't wait. And I love, and the great thing is I get to be the guinea pig, which she does my makeup all the time. But I get to be the person who walk out of here with my face beat to the gods when I leave here. So that is a blessing. So let me tell you exactly who she is, and we're going to jump right in. So this is Lakia Gilmore.
Hello.
And Lakia believes in enhancing natural beauty.
Yes.
She says it's at the foremost of her mind as she works with every client every day. She's a professional makeup artist. She has vast experience, trained by some of the industry's highest regarded professionals. She thrives on seeing her clients transform in their boldest selves. I love that. I circle that. You know, anytime you start talking about bold and courageous and being our best self, that's my kind of talk. Some of her professional accomplishments include editorial, bridal, film, television workshops, and signature published work. Her extensive love and passion for makeup has guided her through faith to step out into the unknown and into a very rewarding, purpose-filled career of makeup artistry. She's dedicated to teaching women that it is never too late to find your purpose and walk in your destiny despite circumstances. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I have to say this, girl, the face is beat.
Yes, thank you.
She came and I was like, oh my God, look at the eyes, look at the eyes.
Thank you so much.
And here's the thing, I got to say this, as a person who goes out into the world, and I'm a motivational speaker, so I'm always on a stage somewhere. When I first started speaking, and this was like in the latter part of 2010, I used to hate having my makeup done. I don't know what it was, because I don't typically wear makeup during the weekday. I'm running behind 3 kids. Mm-hmm. But there's something about beautifying your face through makeup, right? And the look that it gives you, especially when you're on television or you're on camera of any sort and media, that I got used to it real quick. And now I'm like, what? Makeup? Like, I'm looking for the makeup person no matter where I travel. So how did you get started in the makeup industry, and what is the thing that pulled you to that?
Wow. Oh, so how I got started, it was really interesting because I did not wear makeup myself. And so I started to sell this cosmetic line called Successful Looks. It was a lipstick line that I was selling, and I was working with Kelly Thompson. She's the owner of Successful Looks. Yes. And so she, got me on to sell the lipsticks. And one day, as I was picking up my lipsticks, she was like, oh, Kia, you're going to be doing makeup. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I had never done makeup. I was just getting into makeup. One of my friends had introduced me into doing makeup and kind of like teaching me how to wear makeup. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know about foundation or anything. And so when she told me and she saw something in me, and she was like, you're going to be great at doing makeup and you're going to do it well. And I was like, no, that's not going to work. And so I tried it and I failed. I'm like, this is not for me.
Failure? Like, failure will ultimately teach you how to do it right.
Yes, I was like, this is not for me. Oh, but I kept going. Mm-hmm. And not only did I keep going, but I looked for amazing makeup artists who can train me and who I can work under. And I Googled the most fabulous, amazing, most wonderful, talent, gifted, humble makeup artist in the DMV area, Letitia Thornhill.
Letitia.
Yes, Letitia Thornhill.
Somebody please on Facebook
yes, she is amazing.
Thornhill. She is a bad mama jamma.
Yes.
If you know her, and that's going to lead us to another shout out, we got to shout out, of course, the amazing Jackie Hicks.
Yes, yes.
So Jackie and Letitia have a partnership.
Yes.
And whenever I go and I get my professional headshots done, which you guys see on that beautiful picture on our main graphic for the show, that is all Jackie Hicks' work in terms of photography, but that is all Letitia Thornhill in terms of beating my face to the gods. So you have definitely trained under the best. So please somebody tag Letitia Thornhill and Jackie Hicks.
Yes, Letitia Thornhill, she was amazing. I looked her up and I contacted her to do a one-on-one class. And I did a one-on-one class, and I don't know what this woman saw in me, but when she looked at me, she was like, you remind me of myself. And I thought she was crazy, because anybody who knows Letitia Thornhill know this woman is fabulous. When she comes with just fabulous. She's just amazing. And I was like, I just felt like I wasn't that fabulous.
Yeah.
I felt like I didn't have that. And she saw something in me, and then she began to water it. And she was like, you can shadow me. And I began to work with her one-on-one. She began to trust me with her clients. And it was amazing that how she just trusted me and she saw something in me. She not only saw it, but she began to speak those things to me. And that's why I say with beauty come boldness, because in this industry, you can't be shy. You have to walk with boldness. Mm-hmm. Even when you wear your brand, you are your brand. You have to walk and stand out. And
I love it. We're going to stop you right there for one moment because I believe we have a caller on the line. So we want to go ahead and say hello. Who is joining us on the show?
Wanda Brown.
Hello, Wanda Brown. Are you calling in for a question or a comment?
I was calling them to listen.
Oh, to listen to the show?
Yes. Who am I speaking with? This Cheryl?
This is Cheryl Wood. Yes, it is.
How you doing?
I'm fabulous. I'm going to be more fabulous after Letitia beat my face, but I'm wonderful. So you have come in, Miss Wanda, you have come in on the main line, the question hotline. So if you want to just watch the show, you got to get on your computer and go to voxwave.com, VOXWAV.com, okay?
Okay, and also I sent you a response. You responded to me in an email, and I responded back.
Okay, we'll check that out after the show. Thanks for calling in.
So, voxwave.com.
Yep, VOXWAV.com. Thanks for joining us, too. We appreciate it.
All right.
So I love there's so many great things that you just said in reference to being bold and sometimes we are perhaps introverted or kind of shy by nature, but when you are getting out into the world and impacting other people's lives and walking in your brilliance, like your God-given brilliance, there is no time to be shy.
It's no time.
There's no time to be shy. You have got to find a boldness within you so that you show up powerfully. Because leaders, you don't think of a leader typically as somebody who's shy. Mm-hmm. A leader is, even if they might be internally, but when they come to the forefront, they are leading with power, with boldness, with courage, with tenacity. They got to be a go-getter. They got to be confident. Like there's just so many aspects surrounded around that word bold that comes along with being a leader. And I love the other thing that you said was that she saw something in you that you didn't see in you. Yes. And you guys have heard me say that constantly, that when I started my journey, there were people like Peggy Morris who saw more greatness in me than I saw in myself. And you owe it to yourself to always stay connected to those individuals who celebrate you, they're encouraging you, uplifting you, reminding you that there's greatness in you, because sometimes you don't see it yourself.
You don't. You need someone to kind of refresh that and refill you up. It's like putting gas in your car. Sometimes you have to be around those people that will fill you up so you can keep going and connect with people, amazing people. And she has been one of those amazing people.
I love it. Well,
yes.
I don't think we should keep talking. I think you should just, show
Go
the people what you can do. I think you should show the people what you can do. We got to shout out the folks who are with us on Facebook Live.
Hey, guys.
Goodman. Sprinkles. I see you, sis. She told me you are so good, Wood. Cherie Good. Boldness. Yes. Jenna Dyson. Thanks for being here. Teresa Holmes. Sonia Keeve. Hey, sis. Kana Johnson,
yes.
Deborah Brown, Danita, how are you? Cynthia Green's here. Aaliyah Abbas, thank you for being here. Hi, Kiana Brown, Robin Rogers, one of our gold partners. Mahogany, how are you? Mahogany, you know I'm waiting on you, right? I have Mahogany on the show. And the list goes on and on. Laditra White, thanks for being here. Bonnie McDaniel, Natalie Brown. Look, the list goes on and on. They're excited.
Yes.
So y'all ready to see me get my face beat? I guess I'm gonna bring this over to the. We're gonna transition, y'all.
Transition to the
just
stage.
Follow us as we transition, right? This is live. I call it live. Did I take it off already? I did. I call it live TV. Did I ever have it on? I'm acting real special today because it's raining. All right, we're gonna transition over here. All right, I wonder if I can put this. Hang tight.
Hello? Hey, girl. What's wrong? Girl, I just went to a major dealership and got ripped off on a luxury car. Ugh.
Well, I just got a great deal on a luxury car at Star Imports in Camp Springs, Maryland. They took their time with me, treated me with respect, and helped me find the perfect car.
Hey, DMV, looking for a unique car buying experience? Tired of high-pressure sales? Good news. At Star Imports, you'll be delighted with our boutique-style car buying experience. We're committed to treating you with the utmost respect, even if you have less than perfect credit. Check out our impressive selection of pre-owned BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Jaguars, and other imports starting at $5,988. For fast online guaranteed credit approvals, go to starimports.com. That's STARRIMPORTS.com. Or call 301-423-8000. Star Imports, home of the boutique-style car buying experience. Located in Camp Springs, Maryland, off exit 7B off the Beltway, next to Red Lobster.
And now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness.
All right, you got it, girl.
Okay, you guys, I'm so excited. So we already started with priming her face and making sure her face was extremely moisturized. So we did that step. So what I'm going to start with is her eyebrows. I always say it's really good to make sure that your eyebrows is already done. It makes the process easier. Plus, you're not working with a lot of time. So I'm starting with the eyebrows using my e.l.f. pencil. It's like a light brown. I try not to use black or dark brown. And as you can see, I'm just lightly stroking the eyebrow and going by the shape of her eyebrow. It's really good to just work with the shape that you are doing instead of adding, and make things extremely easier.
And can I add something, even though I don't have a microphone? I think it's so important that when you're getting your makeup done that you articulate to the makeup artist what your preferences are. Because there's nothing worse, and you can tell me how you feel about this. Preferences meaning, hey, I don't like a dull or a dark lip color. Or I don't really care for my eyebrows to be too thick. I like them to be thin. Because to me, the worst thing you can do is get to the end of the face and then you tell them what you don't like. What do you think about that?
I really think you have to communicate with your makeup artist exactly what you like. Even when you go to the counter and you buy these makeup, you have the seller who would sell you these products, but you want to be confident with what they're selling you. So you want to ask a lot of questions and make sure they're not trying to just get your money.
All right.
And it's just to be mindful, too, that you also can go to drugstores to get makeup. Target. I use a lot of e.l.f. Products. I think they have amazing products. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a flawless look. I see a lot of people who would spend so much money and it's like they go broke spending all this money on this makeup and then they never use it. So be mindful. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get a beautiful look. So I'm going and cleaning up her eyebrows with a concealer. I'm using my LA Pro concealer, which can be bought at a local beauty store. This is like $3.99. I love this concealer. I think it's a good everyday. It's blending in well with her skin tone. And I'm just bringing that product down all over the eyelid. I'm going to use my beauty blender to just blend out everything. Now, you can get a beauty blender at a local drugstore, a Ulta Beauty, or you can go to your local Sephora and get it for $20. And I love my beauty blenders because it helps blend out the foundation, the makeup. It makes the process so much easier than using a brush. So for all those who love or think they have to go, to MAC to buy these $20 brushes and then you don't know how to use it, just go and get yourself a beauty blender. It works out so good. For those who are tuning in and up close, you can see how I'm just outlining the shape of her eyebrows. Now, this look that I'm doing on her is an everyday, quick, simple 15 minutes, get up and go to work, get up and go shopping look. We're not doing heavy highlight nor contour. I'm going to also just clean the bottom of her eyebrow and not the top. This is going to make her eyebrows look extremely natural and not give it that artificial look. I'm also going to go in with my brush, and I'm just going to set the concealer that I use.
Thank you, Shamika Oliver. She said my eyebrows are really nice.
I'm going to set the concealer with a light powder all over. And I'm even going to put it on the eyebrows. That's a little trick I use just to make the eyebrows look natural and not move. I'm also going to use one color, a one-tone color for the eyelid. If you're just beginning, I recommend that you do this. It's easy, it's simple, and you can also use a press powder that you may use to contour, something a little dark brown or a brown eyeshadow. It works really good. And I'm taking that all over the eyelid. And I'm just focusing on one color. And these are for the beginners. Start with one color. As you progress, start with two colors. And focus on the eyelid. And this is going to, wake your eyelids up, make you look like you have something so you don't look nude. It's always good to start with a brown, a dark brown, and just put that all over. You see, I'm focusing on the eyelid and not bringing it up where the highlight is at. Over her eyes, and she looks like she has something on. Then I'm going to go in with a tinted moisturizer, which I like, NARS. Another one that is really good is a Ruby Kiss BB Cream, which is really good. I love tinted moisturizer because it's buildable. It's extremely light, not giving you a heavy coverage, but at the same time hiding all what you feel like is imperfection. And as you can see, I'm just blending that out all over her face. And I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm patting. I'm not swiping because you don't want to swipe the foundation. You want to pat it into your skin so your skin can soak it up and eat it up.
That feels good. It feels like a face massage.
And you want to make sure your beauty blender, so you can wet it or you can wet it with a finishing spray. And as you can see, I'm just going all over. I'm taking away, but at the same time, you can see a little bit of her skin, which you want to do. You don't want to go out with heavy makeup. This is an everyday 15-minute. You see, and that's one color. And her skin looks good. You can still see her skin.
Oh, sucking that.
Makeup is all about the skin. It's all about enhancing what the person already have. Look up. I'm going to go in with a light color, one-tone light, for her concealer. Just to waken up her eyes. Always under the eyes, you want to use one shade light. It makes your eyes look open and bring attention to your eyes. Look up. And you see how I changed the beauty blender, the way I used it. I went from the butt to the tip, and I'm dabbing. And I'm dabbing. A lot of time we wipe off of our arm. We wipe and we stroke the foundation or the concealer which takes away from the product. The Beauty Blender allows us to just dab to allow the product to soak into our skin. And I'm going to take the little bit that I have, I'm going to put it right here and then on her nose. Then I'm going to go ahead and set that. And I love to use my compact mineralizer MAC for everyday look up. I like to use a compact foundation powder instead of a loose one. Then I'm going to go all over her face with her skin tone for the foundation. I'm going to use a fluffy brush. And then if you would like a little contour, you can use a powder. You do not have to go in with a cream or a concealer to do that. And you can use a light brush, small one, I would say for those who are beginning. Because sometimes the big brushes, depending on how you place it, you can overdo it. You can smile, turn this way so they can see, and then you just do the contour and do in the circles. And it just add a little definition. You can also use a blush. And you see that just add definition to her face. And I'm going on the outer. And you guys, we are almost done. And I'm going to go in with a liner, which is a gel liner that I absolutely love. That's a good price. Maybelline has a wonderful gel liner. I particularly love a gel liner because it comes off smooth. And it's less messy when you're doing it yourself. Close your eyes. On this part, you want to take your time and make the line thin, not too big.
What is this for again?
Just to open up your eyes.
Okay,
Gel line.
Got it.
You put on your line. Because once you put makeup on, you don't want your eyes to look lost. So you just want to open them up just a little more. Open your eyes, and you want to put it at the bottom. Look up.
I love that. Ironically, I love that, but I never do that at home myself. Maybe because I don't know what to
Even
buy.
if you're not putting makeup on, it's good to just go ahead and put some liner on.
What
It
that
makes a
does.
difference.
That really, really makes such a huge difference, doesn't it? Like, that really opened my eyes. All right, then. What Cardi B say? I told my daughter, I said, why am I quoting Cardi B? You gotta stay relevant. We got teenagers, y'all. You gotta stay relevant. You gotta know what right? You gotta know what they listening to and thinking about.
And then all you have to do next is just add your lipstick, whatever color that you may like, whatever that you feel. You can put any type of color you would like to put on.
You like that, Cherie? Ow.
Smile. Okay. Now I had already put lip balm on her lip before doing this, before we started. Right, Pat. And I'm going to clean up around the lip just a little.
Look, no pressure when a bunch of people are watching you. I really like that color. Oh my God. Oh, we should have took a before and after.
And there you go. You have your everyday 15 minutes look on the go.
Someone said those eyes. Hey, Shanae, how are you? Look at that. Compared to the nothing on my face, and this is like a quick demo. You know, you don't have to do a whole bunch when you just run to the grocery store or you're running out to do something. But look at the difference that made in my face.
And,
That quick. Uh-oh.
Put your smile. And then you got your blush. And you good to go.
I love it. I love it. There you have it. Is that balm or what? Ow. Ow. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to get it together. We're going to take a quick break, you guys. And we're going to go back over to let us go back over so we can chit-chat about what she did to my beautiful face. She beat in 15 minutes. We'll be right back.
Building my legacy for the whole world to see me say, oh, say I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see you say, we are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder, we are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder, we are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Hey, yeah, yeah. We have powerful words, we have powerful minds. We use our voices and freedom takes flight. And we're ready to work, we're ready to win. We have a strategy and now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness. Imperfect perfection, living my mission and winning. See, we are influencers. We have fear but don't stop. I have the confidence to rise to the top. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. All I need is inside of me. I am enough and now I see, yeah. I will reach my destiny, yeah. I don't need your permission, yes, I'm on a mission, I'll win. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Now listen, I want y'all to repeat after me, okay? Cause we're gonna make some declarations in here today. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see you say. I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see, say. I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see me say, oh, say I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see you say. We are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder.
All right, now
playtime is over.
So as you see, the face is now beat, Marcy. Yes. And that was like 15 minutes. Come on now.
Yes.
So I think we do owe it to ourselves as women to just, really be cognizant of how we're stepping out the house. My husband tells me all the time, girl, you sure would have powers now. Stop going out the house looking a hot mess.
And you don't need much at all.
You don't
People
need much.
think when you say makeup that, it's just highlight and contour, and it's not. Sometimes it's putting on lipstick.
I love it.
Just
So it looks
enhance.
like we have a question here from some of our folks who are following us on social media on Facebook. First of all, you guys are showing us so much love today. Thank you for being here. Like I can't even read all the names, but I'll read a couple. Nika, Karen Cherry is tuning in all the way from Mississippi. Thanks for being here. Margaret Harris is always here with us. She also has a show here. What is our show? What is Margaret's show called? Spa. It's on Tuesdays. It's something about spa. My Bath and Spa. So make sure you follow her on this same channel, if you will, voxwave.com on Tuesdays. Cherie Good, yes, playtime is over. Domly, how are you? Someone who has the nickname Agape Love, thanks for being here. Tawanda Livingston, thanks for being here. Amy Taylor, Amy Egan, Mahogany, Jacqueline King, Linda Ford. Okay, so let me go back and find the question. So Cherie says, where can we buy the tinted moisturizer?
So the tinted moisturizer you can buy at your drugstore, or you can go to Sephora. I like to use NARS tinted moisturizer because it's easy to build up.
Okay.
So it's tinted moisturizer, but you can build it up to wear it as full coverage. And it's amazing. So you can go to Sephora, you can go to NARS to get that.
Okay, great. And then there's another question. How often should we be replacing makeup products? That's a great question.
That is an absolutely
Cherie
great
Good.
question. I think I went over that for one of my beauty tips this week. Depending on your foundation, it's good to do, I believe it's 6 months, depending, it's 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And for powder, it's 6 months. For liquid and cream, we can go between 3 to 6 months. Your mascara is one thing that I see a lot of people kind of try to hold on for a long time.
That is so true. I do. I'm just like, I got a little bit more in there.
Yeah, so you're supposed to replace that in 3 months. And so, so be mindful. So when you start seeing it become really chalky and getting really hard, it's time to just throw that thing away and get a new one.
I love it. I love it. And let's see. Okay, and then I wanted to know, what did I want to do? My question was going to be about cleaning your makeup brushes. So I have to admit, I was guilty because I don't wear makeup every day. When I did wear it, I would just put it in there, and I never cleaned my brushes. And it wasn't until recently I started cleaning my brushes. I actually went to the MAC counter to get some makeup, and somehow the conversation came up. And what they recommended, and you can give your, what you think about this, was to get baby shampoo, like the Johnson & Johnson shampoo, and literally rinse your brushes in that shampoo. And when I did that and I saw all the stuff and the caked up gook that came out of that brush, I was so ashamed of myself.
Yes, can you imagine putting old makeup back on your face? That you can't. It's like you carry bacteria in that. Plus, you put an old makeup on, and then you wondering why you're getting this flaky makeup. No. Even like that's a deep clean actually with the Baby Johnson. It's a deep clean, but I would recommend that you clean your brushes after every usage. Like after you use it, you can get a daily brush cleaner from Sephora, from any a drugstore, Ulta Beauty, and it's a daily brush cleaner that you can spray and just clean your brush after you use it. But I recommend that you do a deep clean at least once a week. For those, who don't wear makeup like that.
Got it. So you guys are hearing it here that you need to clean your brush after every use, but then do the deep clean with the baby shampoo.
So get a daily brush cleaner, which is really, really good. Sephora have an amazing one. MAC has an amazing one too as well. And you just want to do that after you use your makeup.
Okay, here's another question. So this person says, Shanae. Hi, Shanae. Shanae says, I want to start using makeup, but I've seen horror stories about products. What is a good all-natural product line that you might recommend? She said, I was going to use Arbonne, which I've heard of Arbonne, and I think their products are pretty good. But
yeah, so Arbonne is good. I would say, too, also, because, it depends on your skin. I believe you can use anything. I just believe on a type of skin you have. If you have oily skin or if you have dry skin, you just want to be mindful of that and making sure that you put down the base. I think what scares people with using foundation is that you just put the foundation on. Okay. Instead of making sure that your face have a lot of be a moisturized primer that you're using on it before you apply the makeup.
So let's explain the difference between moisturizer and primer because I have no clue. So I'm big on moisturizer because I have kind of dry skin.
Yes.
That gets flaky. So after I put my moisturizer, the moisturizer is what? Just to kind of...
So the moisturizer and the primer, it does the same thing.
Okay.
It just add an extra protection.
Okay.
So primer can be your face primer. It can be eye primer, which can be the base on your eyelid. So you'll see a lot of primer, which will say for dry skin or for oily skin. And so even with moisturizer, you see oil-free moisturizer. And so it's just an extra protection for your skin.
Okay.
And it really does help definitely under your eyes when you make sure your eyes is nice and smooth right under here where it may cause a lot of wrinkles when you put foundation on or even powder over top of that.
No bags under your eyes. Like that's like my worst area is like under my eyes as though I didn't get sleep and I'm like I got a good night's sleep and like why are the bags still there? I'm like,
well, sometimes we may be rough around our eyes and we may be pulling and tugging, causing wrinkles to take place. Also, you want to just make sure that you're using toner. You're doing a nice facial mask at least once a week.
We got to talk off the air.
Skincare is so important.
And I think that's the key is that we're not just talking about makeup. We're not just talking about beating your face to the gods. We're talking about skincare, right?
And skincare, I didn't know about skincare until I got into makeup. I just put the makeup on and I would walk out the house and be like, yes, I'm beat. And it was not. And as I got into makeup, I learned how important the skin is.
Yeah.
Because when you take that makeup off, you have you and you don't want to,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I don't consistently wear makeup because I do know women who cannot go anywhere without makeup. And I always wanted to be the girl who I can jump on, throw some sweats on or whatever, and I'm okay loving me. Look, no matter what you talk, all of this. Once you take the makeup off, you got to love some you.
Yes.
If you don't love you, we got an issue. We got to change. I love me some me. I love me. Just you saw how I came up in here today. No makeup, nothing on, because I'm okay with me. So I think at the core of it, make sure you love you enough to not have to always have makeup on.
And to know that makeup enhances your beauty and it doesn't take away. So you don't want to look like somebody else.
Right.
You just want to enhance what you have.
Right.
You have cheekbones. You just want to make them pop a little more, add a little highlight, add a little contour.
Pop.
You don't want to take away from your beauty. You don't want somebody to see you Monday. You have all this makeup on, and on Tuesday, like, oh wait, who is this?
Right.
You don't want to be afraid.
Right.
And that's how you know if you're putting too much makeup on when you feel like you can't even go out the house without makeup.
Exactly.
And
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I got to give a huge shout out to Kimberly, who is here with us again. She was here with us last week. She's all the way from Hawaii. She says, aloha. Thank you so much for being here, Kimberly. Amazing woman in business. Tiffany Bryan has a question. She says, I needed that list again of what base products to use.
So you want a good moisturizer. You want a toner. You want a moisturizer, a good one if it's oil-free. You want a good primer. I don't know exactly which one to tell you because I don't know your skin type.
Yeah.
But you can go to Sephora. You can go to MAC. You can contact your local, makeup artist. You can ask these questions to know exactly what product you should do. If you don't know what you should get, I do recommend that you do go to a counter.
That you call Lakeisha.
Yes.
How can they connect with you if they want to get educated?
You can find me at Akil's Beauty on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's spell that.
It is AIKAL, which is my name spelled backwards.
Okay. So you should see what I go through every time I'm looking for you on Facebook. I'll be like, wait a minute, I'm like, wait, LAK. Okay, so literally, I go through so much drama.
My name spelled backwards, and Letitia thought she came up with that.
LAKIA spelled backwards.
Yes.
So whatever that comes out to be, you guys know, because I'm like a little special challenged in that area. But every time I'm trying to look for you, but it's Akil Beauty.
Beauty with the E.
Beauty, but it's BEAUTE. So make sure you connect with her online.
Yes, online, on Instagram, on social media. You can definitely find me. Extremely easy.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. Someone says, I've been using Mary Kay skincare products for 24 years.
Mary Kay is the bomb.com.
I used to sell Mary Kay. Yeah,
Mary Kay is the bomb.com.
Really
and I have a distributor who you can get some good skincare from so you can connect with me afterwards.
See what I'm saying? Yes. Get the hookup.
Skincare is extremely important. I don't know how much I can stress that to you.
Now how about choosing the right color? This will be our kind of closeout question. How about choosing the right color? Like, how do I know that, based on my complexion, what color I should wear, like my lipstick? Because sometimes you see people and it's like, oh.
Well, it depends on if you have like a yellow undertone, a red undertone. Another question is sometimes, in the winter, in the summer you get darker, and so you have to change, your color too as well. A good way you can kind of match with your neck too, because we are 2 different tones. So you cannot go really with one particular color. You have to probably have 2 colors you have to mix. So even when I put your tinted moisturizer on, I went in with a lighter color under your eyes to bring that out.
Right.
If you notice, we may be lighter on the inner and darker on the outer. So it's good to have 2 tones, color. So when you go and you're trying to, if you need help with finding out what color you need, it's good to go to a counter, and they will either look at your hands or your neck, or even like right here on the outer. It's good. So yeah, that's how you can find out.
So look, I think the basic point is get yourself educated. Go get some help. Sometimes you just don't know.
Yes.
Like makeup is not really my thing. I love to sit in a chair and let somebody else do their thing. Like that's what this whole show is about. Impacting the world with your unique gift. What's the unique talent that you bring to the world, so that I don't have to do that and do what I do.
Yes.
Like I know what my lane is, and I play my lane very well.
Yes.
So let me let you play your lane. Because you do that thing really well.
Yes.
So this has been amazing. Thank you so much. Everybody is agreeing.
Thank you so much for joining
so important to the process. Thank you, Reese Wilson, for being here. Thank you, Raquel. Raquel Devine is here.
Yes, hi.
Let's see. Thank you, Vanessa Smith.
Yes.
Let's see. Wanda Luck is with us. Let's see. Hang on. Some other folks. Carla. Hi, Carla. Carla Watson. Maida Figueroa Clark. Thank you for being here. Joan. I don't know how Joan watching the show and she's supposed to be here. She must be out in the lobby waiting, watching. She is. I can see her from here. She out. Joan Wilson, corner woman. She out in the lobby watching the show from her phone. That is hilarious. Well, this has been absolutely phenomenal. I want to thank you so much for being a part of my journey, because
so much.
Every time I'm on Good Morning Washington or any news channel where I'm doing a segment, Lakia is with me. She's beating my face to the gods. I get so many compliments about my makeup. And this is not the full beat.
At
this
all.
Is like the quick 15-minute beat.
Quick 15 minutes on the go.
The camera, when I'm on news, that's completely different. That's a different beat. So we have to talk about, you can contact her for that beat, right? And she can come and you will come to them.
I will come to them.
She's going to charge a fee. There's going to be an extra little travel fee, but yes. She can come to you for whatever your needs are. She's in the DMV region, so reach out to her. Tell us again how they can get to you directly.
So if you would like to contact me, you can go on my Instagram or Facebook at Akel's Beauty, AIKAL, Beauty with BEAUTE. Yes.
Well, I'm so proud of you. I know this is not really your thing, like the whole
being
on
not.
camera.
I like to be behind scenes.
But that is the beauty of challenging yourself.
It is.
Right?
It is.
So now you know you can do it.
I know I can do it. It's a new year.
Yep.
And they say, 2018, 8 means new beginnings.
Yeah,
so I'm ready for it.
Who are willing to push themselves beyond their own self-limits and their own boundaries.
Yes.
And I knew you wouldn't be comfortable. That's why I'm like, come on, girl. And you're going to have to talk the whole second half of it. You got to tell them what you're doing. And you accepted the challenge. Every client I work with, I tell them, say yes more than you say no. Because every time you say no, it in effect becomes somebody else's opportunity to move closer to their destiny because you said no.
Yes, and you limit yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
You limit yourself.
You limit yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you for saying yes. Thank you for beating my face and giving me a little look.
Thank you for having me.
Go home to my husband, Al. This the Cardi B segment. I'm like, when did I start saying what this chick says? Like, when did I get there? I got a 14-year-old daughter. I got to, know what they know. But anyway, this has been fantastic. Thank you for the tips.
Thank you.
Thank you for all of the information that you provided us. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with the amazing Rhea.
Yes.
Rhea is going to perform for us. And we are so excited to hear her amazing gift.
Yes.
Songstress. We'll be right back.
Powerful words, we have powerful minds. We use our voices and freedom takes flight. And we're ready to work, we're ready to win. We have a strategy and now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness. Imperfect perfection. Living my mission and winning. See, we are influencers. We have fear but don't stop. I have the confidence to rise to the top. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. mission. Yes, I'm on a mission. I'll win. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Now listen, I want y'all to repeat after me, okay? Because we're going to make some declarations in here today. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. You say, I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. Say, I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see me. Say, oh, say I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. You say, we are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Hey, yeah. We have powerful words, we have powerful minds. We use our voices and freedom takes flight. And we're ready to work, we're ready to win. We have a strategy and now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness. Imperfect perfection. Living my mission and winning. See, we are influencers. We have fear but don't stop. I have the confidence to rise to the top. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over.
All right, we are back. So I got to give, again, a huge shout out to Tammy Turner. She was here with us a couple of weeks ago. You probably you've seen her on Sunday's Best, Sunday's Best. She was one of the finalists on Sunday's Best on television. And she's just an amazing, powerful singer who actually wrote and produced that song exclusively for my Playtime is Over Women's Business Conference that I host every November. So I love hearing that song. And I love that she connected the words to everything that my mission and my vision is all about for helping women to become economically empowered through entrepreneurship. I think it's powerful when you can take your gift and not just impact the world and transform lives with it, but then when you can monetize it and change your own life with it too, that's a powerful, powerful thing. And for women, we need that. We need to be economically empowered. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Tammy. Thank you so much. And thank you for the exclusive use of that song for this show. I know this is called Impact the World, but you can add to that hashtag Playtime is Over, because you can't impact the world until you know that it's time to stop playing, until you know that you're going to be bold enough to get out into the world and share your gifts. And like we were talking about with Lakia, and leave that shy woman home, honey. You got to leave her home. Let me go ahead and thank our sponsors before we jump in and have our amazing songstress, Ms. Rhea Bell, share her piece. So look, y'all know I'm still a little technically challenged, but I'm working on it. So I want to start with, oh, this is going to be funny. This is going to be good. This is live. This ain't pre-recorded. This is live. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Hold on. I can do this. Enter full screen. Let's see what comes up. Oh, sookie. I did it. Yes. So y'all can see that. Just so proud of myself, right? You got to acknowledge all the growth. All right. So we want to give a huge shout out to our platinum sponsor, Cheryl M. Good. That is her, that beautiful young lady to the right. You guys, she was here last week. You know, that's my twin sister. We're 2 minutes apart. She is my biological twin sister. And she does amazing things in the community for health, wellness, and fitness. So she's going to be hosting her 8th annual Recharge Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo on Saturday, April 14th from 10 to 3. It's going to be at the DoubleTree by Hilton in Pikesville, Maryland. Let me give you the link for that. And if you guys can post that to Facebook, that would be great. It's www.rechargenow2018.eventbrite.com. rechargenow2018.eventbrite.com. The 8th annual Recharge Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo. It's amazing. It is a phenomenal event. It's free of charge. Like, just the fact that she's doing this free of charge, that alone tells you that, you know what? She really believes in what she's doing. And she offers this for anybody. The whole family can come and absolutely enjoy themselves. I'm trying to pull up one of the pictures. Just hang tight. Hang tight. I'm going to do this, I think. Now, how do I get it to, okay, so let's say view and full screen. It keeps pulling this one up. So how do I get to the next one? Hold on, let's X that one out. I'm going to get better with this. You know why? Because I'm going to keep challenging myself to get better with it. Hello. All right, here we go. There we go. Look at that. Look how many women in that room getting their workout on. And look, that's me right in the front. You know, I got to be all up in the picture. Why Cheryl Wood and Powers got to be all up in the picture? Cheesing with Cherie. But this is literally, thousands of people come to this expo every year, and it's phenomenal. And the work that she puts in is amazing for it to be a free event. So come out and support it. I think there may be still a few sponsor spots left, as well as vendor spots. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you reach out to Cherie M. Good, Goode, on Facebook, or you can inbox or however you feel best to contact her. All right, let's go to our next platinum sponsor. Again, she's a platinum sponsor. Let's go to our next platinum sponsor. And she's also having an event. Oh, Sookie, I'm in business. So our next platinum sponsor is Ladrine Peterson. She's a career strategist. She was here with us, last week? And you got to hear all the juicy things that she talked about in terms of her story and how she grew from like a GS 0. I know it's like a 1 or a 2, all the way up the corporate ladder. And she became a student of where she wanted to go. And now she is helping other career professionals to navigate how to go from where you are to where you want to be in the career space. So she's passionate about helping others to optimize and implement their ideas and to fulfill their own personal dreams as it relates to their career. Her website is do-it-delivers.com, but she is going to be hosting, you can see on the screen, she's going to be hosting the Speak Life Vision Board Party, and it's the youth edition, which is so exciting. I want to go just because they're going to have pizza and snacks. But I think this is going to be something that's going to be so phenomenal for young people. They need this type of environment on a consistent basis. It's from 12 to 4. It's going to be taking place on March 10th. And you can go to Speak Life VB, which stands for Vision Board, PPP for party, youthedition.eventbrite.com. Let me say that again. Speak Life VB, youthedition.eventbrite.com. I know that's kind of long, but if you just go to Ladrine's page, Ladrine Peterson, then you will be able to pull this up. I'm so honored to say that my daughter, my 14-year-old daughter right there in the middle, Jayana Wood, is the featured youth speaker for this event. So y'all know I'm all fired up. Mommy got to go and take pictures of her baby doing her thing. So we want to just thank Ladrine so much for her support of the show, for being one of our platinum sponsors. And again, if you want to connect with her as it relates to career strategy, you want to go to do-it-delivers.com. All right, moving on to our last two sponsors. We're going to go over here. Let's see if I can pull this up. There we go. And our gold sponsor is Amina McWhirter. You've heard me talk about her every show. Her organization is a 501c3 nonprofit called Love by the Handles. It's based out of the DC metropolitan area. And she also is going to be hosting a phenomenal event called Loving You. One of the things that she does so well is to help women who are going through transition out of domestic violence relationships. And so if you want to learn more about the organization and how to support, you can go to lovebythehandles.org. And you can go to lovebythehandles.org as well to find out more about this amazing event that she's having on February 10th at Lord & Taylor in Washington, D.C. So again, thank you as well, Amina, for being one of our gold partners. And last but not least, our final gold partner is Miss Robin Rogers, and she is going to be hosting the Whole Woman Blueprint 2018 for mind, soul, spirit, and body. You better do that thing, Robin. So proud of her. She has just made such tremendous growth and progress in her business. The date is September 8th, so all you got to do is hold the date. Like, just save it right now. Put it on your calendar so you don't put anything else in that place. And you can learn more about this event if you go to the wwb2018.eventbrite.com. The wwb2018.eventbrite.com. You can see all the amazing speakers that she has joining, and I'm super excited that she's making this happen. In addition to this event, Robin also has her lifestyle and image expert business. So you can visit that website at robinrogersempowers.com. All right. Yes, I made it through. Woo, 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 woo. Go, Cheryl. Go, Cheryl. I'm just saying, you got to celebrate you. I wish I had my pom-poms with me, y'all. All right, let's move right on in because we have this beautiful lady who's standing here like, Cheryl, could you hurry it up? She wants to get on the mic and share her beautiful God-given voice with us. Her name is Rhea Bell. We're actually just meeting for the first time today. I love that about this show. I get to connect with women I've never met before who are so talented and gifted. Like, isn't that a part of life? Is expanding your relationships and your connections? So Rhea is a wife. She's a mother of 2, and she's a military brat. I would never think that, from Prince George's County, Maryland. She says she loves God and she loves to worship him in song. She recently, congratulations on this, she recently left her government job of over 13 years. Wow. To answer the call to become a full-time director of worship and arts at Life Point Church in Waldorf, Maryland. Girl, I got to give you a shout out for that. Like, that's powerful. That's believing in yourself and believing in your gift. And I know it's scary because I've been there. This was not a surprise to many because she's been singing in church since she was a young girl and is passionate about using her God-given creative gifts and talents to advance the kingdom. And she's committed to developing and encouraging others to fulfill God's purpose for their lives. So we're going to turn it over to Miss Rhea Bell, who's going to be singing a cappella.
Can I say a little something first?
You absolutely can.
So worship is my thing, and this song is called Out of Hiding, but also the Father song. So just for anyone out there who may be running from something, whether it's your purpose, whether you know it's something that God is calling you to do or that you just know you were born to do, and he's just calling you back home. And so this is just from his perspective and his words to you today. Come out of hiding, you're safe here with me. There's no need to cover what I already see. You have your reason, but I hold your peace. You've been on lockdown, but I hold the key. 'Cause I loved you before you knew what was love, and I saw it all. Still I chose the cross, and you were the one that I was thinking of when I rose from the grave. Now I'm rid of the shackles, my victory is yours, and I tore the veil for you to come close. There's no reason to stand at a distance anymore. You're not far from home, and I'll be your lighthouse when you're lost at sea. And I will illuminate everything. No need to be scared of intimacy. And just throw off your fear and come running to me. Because I loved you before you knew what was love, and I saw it all. all, still I chose the cross. And you were the one that I was thinking of when I rose from the grave. Now rid of the shackles, yours, and I tore the veil for you to come close. There's no reason to stand at a distance anymore. You're not far from home. And oh, as you run, what hindered love will only become part of the story. And oh, as you run, what hindered love will only become part of the story. And oh, as you run, what hindered love will only become part of the story. And oh, as you run, what hindered love will only become part of your story. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause baby, you're almost home now. Please don't quit now. You're almost home to me. Yes, you are. 'Cause baby, you're almost home now. And please don't quit now. You're almost home to me. And come out of hiding. You're safe here with me.
Woo! Yes, you can stand right there at the microphone for just, I mean, that was beautiful. And look, I just want to celebrate you because I know that this was, to a certain extent, a challenge for you, right? And I know that there were nerves that were involved, and I know that you had some challenges with the music, but you pressed through. And I think that's what soaring in life and impacting the world with your gift is about. It's about pressing through challenge and doing it anyway and showing up, because you could have said no. You could have said, I'm not going to do it because I left my thumb drive at home. You could have made excuses, but you didn't make excuses. And I promise you, because you said yes, because you showed up, you're going to bless somebody so big in such a massive way today that you may never even know. But I promise you somebody's life has changed, because the emotion that you get from your voice, the emotion that you get from knowing that this is what you're supposed to be doing, it can't but help transform somebody else's life. You touched me in that 3 or 4 minutes that you were singing. I thank you for pressing through, because I know that was a challenge. Just like Lakia, like I ain't a speaker girl,
not my thing.
but right, exactly. But you did it. So thank you so much. That was beautiful. How can people get in touch with you, reach you? Any phone number, email, anything?
I don't have anything. I just sing for the Lord.
She just singing for the Lord, y'all. All right, well, guess what? Y'all reach out to me. Y'all call me. Okay, call Cheryl Wood, and I will get you in touch with her. Okay, how about let's do that. I'll be your mediator for the moment.
Thank you,
but
Cheryl.
she gonna make some changes. She gonna be on Instagram by next week. We're gonna do some stuff so that we can get you the visibility that you need for this whole space. Because look, the reality is, you gotta leave the shy woman at home.
Amen.
Because that's the only way you're going to impact people's lives. Like, if anybody knows me, like, I'd be sitting in the background. I would not be on stages speaking in front of thousands of people. Right. But that's what I've been called to do. And I cannot ignore the call. Amen. You can't ignore the call with that kind of gift. Amen. You can't, right? So we'll help you move through that process. But again, we want to give it up.
Thank you.
Woo, for Miss Rhea Bell singing for the Lord. Yes, honey, you did that. Thank you so much. All right, we are going to take literally a 1-minute break, and we're going to be back with our final 2 guests for our closing segment. So just stay right there. Everybody's saying, what's her name? Awesome.
We have powerful words. We have powerful minds. We use our voices and freedom takes flight. And we're ready to work. We're energy, and now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness. Imperfect perfection, living my mission and winning. See, we are influencers. We have fear but don't stop. I have the confidence to rise to the top. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. All I need is inside of me. I am enough and now I see, yeah. I will reach my destiny, yeah. I don't need your permission, yes, I'm on a mission, I'll win. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Now listen, I want y'all to repeat after me, okay? Cause we're gonna make some declarations in here today. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. You say, I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. Say, I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see me. Say, oh, say I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. You say, we are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, we're shoulder to shoulder. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Hey, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, wait a minute. I better let me plug mine back up because, all right, welcome back. Wasn't that just beautiful?
Oh, girl, I
I'm
know
still
we
trying
was up there.
You know, this is what women, we always do. This is driving me crazy. I'm trying to hold my Facebook Live, my camera up, and it ain't working with a sister. Oh, okay, all right. They can see us. Hey. All right, we're back. Rhea Bell is her name. Rhea Bell, Rhea Bell, Bell.
She did it.
She did the doggone thing, and she said yes. And I know that she had some challenges getting here, and some challenges with her music. It's like, look, just do it, and she just did it. And everybody's complimenting her on her amazing God-given gift, that talent. I love to see women just move in a space of using their talent, and it's no different than this amazing young lady who's sitting next to me, who I call Corner Woman. And we'll talk about why you are forever my corner.
Do you know my real name?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. But I'm gonna read your bio so they can know what your real name is. I know what your name is, Corner Woman. So this is Joan Wilson. That's her real name, y'all. Joan Wilson is known as the online content champion. She lands a knockout. I love that. And then she got the gloves with her. You know what I'm saying?
I bought the robe too.
You got the robe.
I bought the robe too.
See what I'm saying? She come prepared. She lands a knockout each time with her clients by utilizing her 1-2 punch combo to help them creatively sort out business branding ideas and help them to uniquely develop and package their content into profitable products. She's known best for her 6-figure content launch and digital program academy services. And you're going to be talking to us about eliminating business burnout and keeping your audience engaged. That's so important now, right?
It is.
I mean, especially because, okay, do you feel like the marketplace is very noisy?
Wait a minute. First of all, you're looking seriously cute today.
Thank you. Ow. I'm going to say that the whole show.
You got snatched.
Yes, I'm snatched.
Praise be to the gods.
Thank you to Lakia Gilmore of Akil Beauty. Thank you. So, Miss Corner Woman, Miss Joan Wilson, talk to us. Why? I feel like the marketplace is so noisy right now. But is there really a way for us to stand out?
I really think it is. I mean, here's why. Because when you said something last week that really made a point, is that the marketplace is not local. There's a big ocean.
Yeah.
And so I'd be following you, right? So,
I love it.
And so many times people are not raising their flag up enough so that people understand that they're out there.
Yeah.
And they're not making any noise. They look the same, they sound the same, they're showing up the same. And then what I hear all the time is, oh, this stuff don't work.
It can't work unless you work it, right?
Right.
It can't work unless you work it. Yeah, it works.
It does work.
Yeah.
So people they burnt out.
Yeah.
Because they really don't understand that they need a system. And they're doing it by themselves. And we all become entrepreneurs that wear many hats, but at the end of the day, it does work.
Yeah. So tell us exactly what service that you provide to your clients, and how would someone know that they need you right now?
Y'all doing like this? Anybody like my post? Anybody share my stuff? You know? And then what happens is that we get to a place where we're tired, right? And what's happening now on social media is that a lot of people are showing up, but they show up, they look the same, they act the same, they talk the same. I think it was Patty Duke. So that's already been done, right?
Right.
So now what's happening, people are not conveying who they really are marketing their products and service to in such a way where people know, oh, man, I need to work with Cheryl Wood on that speaking. Without a doubt, you show up in that space. And so I show up in the space where a lot of people know me behind the scenes, but in front of the scenes, I'm helping you get that verbiage correct. I'm helping your website, your content to show up so that people know that there's a marketing term called positioning. That means there's no other substitution. That you can sit on the shelf with Tide and not be concerned with Tide.
I love it. Oh, that's such a good example. You want to be on the shelf with Tide, and ain't nobody think about Tide. They looking at you. Yeah. And I think that a lot of that is niching down and really being very specific in the marketplace about what you do and what your lane is. That's what Lakia and I were talking about earlier. And I think sometimes, especially women, I work primarily with women, but a lot of women are they're all over the place. They're in a space of overwhelm. They're trying to be everything to everybody. And here's what's happening. And I know I can only talk about it because I did it for such a long time until I figured out the system, is that you're so scared that you're going to lose a sale by identifying that this audience is for you, but you ain't getting no sales anyway. So what you worry about losing? You're not losing nothing because you ain't got nothing right now. But we're like so afraid to say, I am the master speaker development for women, right? New emerging and aspiring women speakers. We're so afraid to narrow it down to that because we're like, well, what about men if they want to hire me? And what about them over there? And if they want to hire me? Look, just because you identify a niche audience or a target audience, it doesn't mean you can't serve people outside of that niche. It just means you spend your marketing time, dollars, effort targeting a specific audience. It's like having a dartboard and you just throwing darts. Look, let me close my eyes. Let me just close my eye. Let's see. I hope it lands somewhere. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to be very clear. Yeah. And that's when people will be magnetized to you when they know what you do.
Yeah. And I think one of the other things, I'm going to give a shout out to my cousin, Joe Cook. He's been running the radio station down in Huntsville, Alabama. I think that's I don't know the university, but it's near Tuskegee, or it might be Tuskegee. But for about 26 years. And one of the things that he says is get your point across immediately. Because in radio time, even on social media, it's running a mile a minute, but you need to be able to stand out. And one of the things, oh my goodness, I wish I had my Kevin Hart picture, but I'm just going to do it. So you ask somebody, so what do you do?
I love it.
And you standing there and listening and listening and listening and listening.
Yes.
You don't have to tell them everything because you don't think that's going to be the last time you get a chance to talk to them.
Exactly.
And it is so frustrating that people cannot, as you said, niche down, but really compress what it is that they're saying so that people are intrigued and they want to know more. But when you tell them everything, they're like, they can make an educated guess on their own opinion. Well, she talks like that. I don't want.
It's called word vomiting. Stop word vomiting all over people. I don't have time to hear all the 25 things that you do in your business. we all know if you're going to be a successful business owner, you have got to have multiple streams of revenue, right? You should be diversifying your revenue. Nobody can succeed with one stream of revenue.
Did you want to go to church? The Bible says you need to have. The Bible says you need to have 7 streams of revenue. So if you only got one, if anybody want to go to church, especially if y'all know you go to church. I've been to church, but you go to church.
You have to diversify. You have to diversify and have all of these streams coming in. So we get that, but you don't have to tell me about all 7 of them or 17 of them at one time. It's called word vomiting. And when you do that, what happens is people just they check out. So you can be talking to me, and after about 90 seconds, I have checked out of the conversation. So you're just rambling now, and you're just as my husband likes to say, you just like to hear yourself talk. That's what you say. At this point, you just want to hear yourself talk. So get clear. I had a call on Monday night for new and emerging speakers, and we talked about clarity, being very crystal clear about who you want to serve, crystal clear about how you serve them. What is the solution that you provide in the marketplace? And I mean specific. Don't talk about the process. Talk about the results. What is the result? As a result of working with me, you are going to get booked more on more stages, and you're going to drive increased profits to your speaking business. Period.
And your website should convey the same thing. And one of the problems that a lot of people are having also is that they're constantly trying to figure out what to put on their website, what to say, what to put on their landing page. It should all be consistent. Mm-hmm. So when they get to your website, it looks like who they just got finished speaking with.
Right.
And a lot of people are not having success because their websites can't convert. Mm-hmm. Because what's on it, when they get there, they need to know they landed at the right place. It's like, oh, Cheryl told me to go to this little boutique, and I get there, and they play. I'm like, I know Cheryl didn't send me here. So that's one of the things. When people get to your website, they get to your social media. When you should allow them to experience you on social media before you ask them to stroke you a check. Mm-hmm. Before. Mm-hmm. And do it consistently enough where they know where their money is going to go. And that then takes you out of burnout where you're constantly trying to recreate stuff. Mm-hmm. Stick in one lane until you get some traction and then move to the next.
That's it right there. It's not that you can't do other things, but get some traction in one thing before you introducing people to the other thing. I love that. So you sound like a really tech person, like real techie. Are you real techie? Are you a techie type of person? You talking about this online stuff that you do, online content?
Not that guy, the little Nimoy guy, right? Not that type of techie, but I am. My background is I built a lot of websites. I worked for Metro at one time, helped to launch their very first website. I did not build a rail system. Let's get clear.
She's like, don't put that on me. Right. I ain't build a rail system.
But,
don't send me no emails.
My background is really computers, mm-hmm. but my degree self is in different areas. So I love things that are innovative, that I'm just a sponge for learning, but I like to be able to take what I've learned from a technical aspect and simplify it for people.
Yeah.
Because people are getting lost in the
Yes, and you know I've been there. I've been at the lost phase, like, Joe, girl, help me, asking for help. So if somebody is in that space,
we want to talk about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right. I need it done right now, like yesterday.
Hey, corner woman. Oh my Lord.
You know when I start off with hey, corner woman, I want something. You know I'm gonna ask for something, right?
And
otherwise, I'm like, hi, Joe, how are you?
But that's relationship.
Talk about the power of relationships and growing a business.
Relationship.
Yeah, relationship. Because I can call and be like, crying, talking about I need this, and I know that I'm going to get the support that you have always been there, and I thank you for that. So talk about maybe some of the do's and don'ts of online content creation. Like what should people, maybe the top 2 or 3 things they should do, or top 2 or 3 things they should not do.
Well, one of the things that I've coined as the construction site, and this is what a lot of people are doing. Now, not you, Mr. Engineer, but I'm going to give you all an example. So you're
Mr. Joe.
Yeah, Mr. Joe. You're walking past a construction site and they're like, hey, girl, hey, girl, hey, girl, hey, girl. But the lady in us won't turn around, but the girl in us want to take a peek. But we keep walking, right?
Right.
And that's what's happening with your content because you're not talking specifically to anybody. Mm-hmm. But if they say, hey, Joan, hey, Cheryl, I'm like, come on, girls, turn around and look at the same time. Right? So that's what's happening with your content is that you're putting so much irrelevant stuff out there that people don't know that you're specifically there to help to solve their problem. Mm-hmm. So they get lost in the mix. Mm-hmm. So one is to get crystal clear on what it is. The other thing is consistency.
Yes.
It's really being consistent to the point where people say, well, Joan, how many times should I post a day? I don't know, because I don't know your audience. And you're afraid to ask your audience, what is it that you would like to see from me?
We got to stop right there. Like, that is so powerful. Ask them and they will tell you. Stop guessing and you creating stuff. You burning yourself out. You posting 20.
Honest,
you posting 25 times a day and they don't even want to hear from you 25 times a day. You trying to keep up with stuff they don't even want. So ask them. I am famous for asking my tribe, would you want this or would you want this? You want a 2-day conference or you want a boot camp event? You want this or you want that? And they will, like you said, people want to be heard. So they will share their opinion, their perspective. Most times I get so much of their opinion. I'm just like, okay, all right, I got it. I know what y'all want now. So you're right. Be smart and make sure that you're asking people what they want. That's a great point. Somebody jot that down in the feed for us. I got to give a shout out to Domely. Hey, Eric Cornell, I seen you in a month of Sundays. How are you?
Look, I've been trying to get this do done and have a kid to beat this face to the boards.
Amy Taylor, Gertrude Chapman. Let me make sure I'm doing this. Cameo Nelson, Janine Faulkner, Jennifer Carter. We said shout out to Domly, Cheryl Brown, Eric Robinson, Ultressa Diamond. Thank you guys for being here. Michelle Mickens, Ladrine, one of our platinum partners, Sharia platinum partner, Cynthia Green is here. So thank you guys for being with us. Please share this out. Great information about not getting into a space of burnout because you're doing too much and you don't have systems and processes in place. And specifically, we're talking about the online content piece so that people get exactly what they know what you do. And they get that from not only their conversation with you, but also when they go to these different touch points, your social media sites, your website. It is critical. The way you frame things and word things, it means everything. So again, you're talking about some of the do's and don'ts of the whole piece of online content creation.
Right. So one of the things, people get mixed up in their model, in their business model. So let's clear a couple things up. One is, you heard Cheryl, she doesn't know my real name, so she calls me Corner Woman. So the business corner woman is who I am. I'm not trying to create any more business corner women. But as a result of working with me, you then become online content champions. So the thing of it is that most people need to understand, I'm a champion of what? And when you fill in that space, you'll own it because, before... you're an amateur until you get enough wins underneath your belt so that somebody will say, she's a champion in that space. So you've got to get enough wins underneath your belt and start doing it enough times. But really, I'm a champion of what?
I like that. That's very simplified. I'm a champion of what? What is it that you do amazing? And it's not enough to be good. It's not enough to be mediocre. What are you amazing at? Because I was good at being a legal secretary, but that was not my God assignment. I'm walking in my God assignment now, and I'm amazing at it. And I make sure I'm amazing at it because I keep nurturing my craft and continuing to develop the skill set around it, even though I feel like it's a gift. So you're right. What is
Speaking
it that
of gifts,
I'm a champion of? What?
If you can't make it out to Lisa Nichols one day.
How people gonna be asking you for favors on air? I know I owe you some favors though. She's like, I'll go in your place. I'll go in your place.
I mean, just understand that people will come to you, and I like what my cousin Tanya said. Stop allowing people to keep sampling your product like you're at Costco, and they have no intention on buying. They keep circling around, want to have free this, free that. You cannot run a successful business with attending all free webinars.
That's true. Okay, but I'm gonna add to that. Okay, because this is what I believe, and this is from. And I'll share something with you guys. So there are always going to be in business, just get ready for it. There's always going to be nibblers. I call nibblers the people who are only going to take free. They're going to get your free something. They're going to get her free something. They're going to go over there and snack on some stuff. They're going to nibble on her stuff. They're going to get everything. But they will never, ever be able to fully digest because they've never gotten the whole meal, which is the entire experience. Those people, let them nibble. It's okay. Go ahead and nibble because you will never get to the fullest potential of where you should really be in that space. How do I know? Ask me how I know. How you know, Cheryl? Because I used to be a nibbler. I'm gonna listen to her free conference, and then I'm gonna go over here to this free webinar, and I'm gonna get that free download, and then you sitting there with all of this stuff, and you overwhelmed, confused, and frustrated. And what happens when you confused, frustrated, overwhelmed? Business burnout, and you most times don't do nothing with it. So what I've learned is, yes, I still want to give people a way to sample me because I think that's important. It's an important part of the know, like, trust factor. I call it the KLT factor. How do people figure out that they want to spend their dollars with you? So I don't focus on the nibblers. I focus on the people who are ready to chew and digest the full meal. So on Monday night, I did an 1.5-hour call Free. It was a free masterclass. I had over 600 people registered for a free masterclass. Okay. I already knew that 3/4 of the people either wouldn't show up,
It's a numbers game, yeah.
or were not going to buy the final product. However, I also knew that there would be some who would know that this was their time to take it to the next level. I did an 1.5-hour call. The people who accepted the offer, I ended up having a $23,000 call for an 1.5 hours. I closed $23,000. I probably shouldn't even be saying that out loud, but I'm making the point. 23,000 in an 1.5-hour call by giving something away for free. Can you borrow $5? I got you. So, but it's about how you frame things. And it's about, like you were talking about earlier, being visible and making sure that people know who you are. So a part of me being able to close and convert those people was because people know who I am.
Well, yeah.
Meaning they know what I do. Not, oh, they know Cheryl Wood. They know that I've created this space in the marketplace that I am a speaker expert.
Right. So let's talk about the people that don't know who you are.
Hey, Ladrine. Ladrine said the masterclass with everything. Thank you. Cool. Karma said I signed up immediately. Yes, you did. I can't wait to serve you.
So let's talk about the people that are just starting out. They have a passion. They want to get out there. They want to do it. Now, I'm not saying that you don't keep giving. What I'm saying is that at some point, you're going to have to get to the next level. And the next level means that you might have to invest in yourself. Mm-hmm. Because one of the problems that that people come to me is that there's a lot of coaches in the space, mm-hmm. but they don't have any programs. And people are unforgiving about their money. Mm-hmm. I'm one of them. Right? So if somebody signs up for your program, you're prepared with a program, but not just a program, but they come to me to get them programs and write their programs so it ends in some type of result. Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of people that are just starting out said, I've got so much that I want to say. And I said, great. Well, let's not take people from zero to Medea. Let's scale it back, right?
Right.
Let's scale it back.
Right.
Let's put it in bite-sized chunks, and let's now give them some results that they can move forward with.
Absolutely.
So those are the people that also...
Yeah, so what she's saying is, yeah, you can give a little something, but don't stay free. Like, you don't keep people on the free path. Even if you start them there, even if they get an appetizer or a little taste of you, your goal is to convert them to paying customers. Because some of y'all, you so excited, like you said, like this, that how many likes did it get and how many people said yeah and how many commented. I don't care about no comments and likes. What I care is what's in my bank account. Mm-hmm. Is that reflective of the work that I've put in and how I'm serving the world in such a big way with my gift? That's what matters. And we got to start focusing on the right things as women in business if we're really going to soar. So you cannot keep people in the free path. You got to convert them over to paying customers. Some of you are more concerned with raving fans and people holding their pom-pom up for you than people who say, I value what you bring into the marketplace. You are my solution and I'm ready to write the check. And you owe it to yourself to spend your time with the people who are willing and ready to write the check. Like on the call the other night, I'm going to tell you this. This lady asked me, could I look at her social media stuff? Like I was taking questions and everything. So she's like, well, would you mind going over to my social media and just looking and telling me, do you feel like I'm more ministry based or am I marketplace? Am I ready for it? And I said, well, did you sign up for the program I just offered? I said, because I reserve my time to support people for the people who have signed up for my programs. Now, if you sign up, send me an email. She signed up and she sent me an email. So we have to become, and that's not being mean, that's being very intentional about being a businesswoman. Like I had to grow to that space because I was not always there. I used to give so much stuff away for free. My husband be like, look, when you start making some real money, I'm going to be in charge of the money because you're going to give it all away. That's how because I'm a giver. That's just who I am. But I couldn't stay in business that way. My doors were going to close really quickly. So I love this. Mm-hmm. So if someone is starting, and they say, well, I got all these ideas and I have all this stuff in my mind and I don't. Tell us like briefly, what's the process that you are, you don't have to talk all about the process, but what's kind of like a 1, 2, 3 that you would take them through to get it out of their mind and into a platform that they can actually sell?
Well, one of the things I want to touch on is that there are a lot of people that are in ministry and they don't know how to have a business with ministry and business. Mm-hmm. So here's something that I'll say is that I don't put my ministry in my business. My business is a part of my ministry. Mm-hmm. And there are two distinct things that happens there. I do want to help people, which is my ministry, and I give them results, which is my ministry, but my business is going to charge you, right?
Right.
So, I mean, and because of that, I'm going to make sure that my ministry gives you the results And my ministry said, I'm going to help you. Your check requires me to give you results. And that's one of the key things. And so because of that, a person will call me and say, you know, I have these great ideas. I want to figure out what I want to do. We have to get clear on who is it for. Remember the construction site I just mentioned. Who is it really for? And then even though you like doing something and people say, oh, I'm just so passionate. I'm passionate about my lasagna, but I ain't selling it every day. So
I love it. She ain't selling lasagna, y'all.
Right.
She passionate when she make it, but she ain't selling that
right.
thing.
But what is really going to sustain you in business? Seriously, what's going to sustain you in business?
Yeah.
I am a dynamic HR consultant. I am great at doing a lot of things, but my space is engagement. So my job is when they reach out to me, I actually have a call with them, and we have a discovery session, and it's not junk. They leave there with homework. Whether you decide to work with me or not, I'm going to give you something. It's not going to be me going over your answers and stuff. Plus, I have a little egg timer. When it goes off, the call's over. Period. Right? So they get that same thing. So then now they know they're not giving too much. So we go over what it is that you want to do. We do a deep dive, and then we say, okay, let's ask whether that's going to make you some money. Let's go out, because if you're not willing to stand behind your dream, your vision, your passion, I can't help you to do that. We've got to go out and ask the marketplace what they really want. So that's the number one piece. Number two is that I'm helping them write their content before they launch their websites, before they launch their social media. We're putting 8 weeks on the table. They're like, oh, I want to launch next week. I'm not your person, because you're going to have to get 8 weeks of content, blogs, emails, social media, when you're going Facebook Live. All of that has to be set up. Ain't no shooting from the hip. No.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're going to talk about, because you're new in the space.
That is so true.
And then the third piece is that I help them to actually create their products. I'm not talking about PLR, which is private label rights. We want the authentic you to show up in everything you're doing. So that comes out of relationship that you and I were just talking about. And it also comes about by dialogue. So that's the key thing. Those are my 3 steps. Then you launch. But not before that.
Right.
Because otherwise, as Trevor would say, somebody going to eat your lunch.
Right. So, he does say it all the time. Sir, you about to eat somebody's lunch. I'm like, Trevor, sit on down over there. But that's so good. And you're right. There's a saying that, and I'm sure you've heard it before, that you can't be the picture and the frame. Because you can't be the internal thing and the external. Like, somebody got to be on the outside looking in to help you to see the things that you don't see, which is why I hired Lisa Nichols as my coach, because I needed her to tell, what do you see? What is it that what's the pieces that I'm missing? How do I go from where I am to where I want to be? And it sounds like that's what you're doing, but you're helping people to do it in an organized, structured way where they're not like, so hyped and so passionate, but you're really not ready to launch yet. Like, we need to do this thing in an organized, almost chronological order or pattern, so that when you do launch, it's something that you're proud of. It's something that you can monetize. It's not just, oh, you're another person in the business space who has a website, a pretty website. A pretty website don't mean nothing.
It's not converting.
And it's not right. It's not converting. And that's what we got to think more about. How do I convert more people? How do I get more income in my business? And so everything that you're talking about, mapping it out. And I love that you said through dialogue. So it's like, I think one of the things you do is have people to either come and meet with you or something like that, or by the phone,
virtual or in person, but it has to be a conversation. I mean, you can't do it.
It's the same way when I'm helping people with their story. Like, I just can't pull out a story for you. I need to talk to you. I'm like, okay, tell me some more. All right, and why did you decide on this? Okay, you decided on makeup. Okay, there's a whole lot of other things you could be doing. Why makeup? And literally, the more you dig in dialogue, the more you're clear about what that person's story is, and in your space, what their content should be.
What their content should be, and not necessarily. I know you're the story. You got the story down, and I'm just the one that pulls out how we're going to deliver it, how it's going to make you money, and then don't say that. No, I don't say that. But here's one of the things. A lot of my recent clients, they're real scientists. One of my current clients, she's a scientist. And I was like hidden figure scientist? She's like, yeah. And, I have, doctors are in it. They're very smart people, but they don't have the time.
Yes.
So when I talk about the business burnout, it's not just for the people that are new, the people that are currently in business, the aspiring ones as well. the people that just don't have time, and they want the business burnout come, and it's eliminated by automating your business.
That's
Period.
so
Point
true.
blank.
And the more I've rubbed shoulders with people who are in the millionaire and billionaire status, that's what I'm seeing is that they ain't writing that stuff. They done hired a content creator who writing that stuff for them, but the person is so familiar with their brand that they're able to reflect it in a tone that is reflective of who that person is and what their brand really is.
The word is called resonance, and those of us that are copywriters know that word. That means that if somebody walk away, if they're like, okay, well, you say, hey, go to my website, and they go to your website. A person like myself should have captured and have a resonance, relate to you enough that the volume, the quality doesn't change. It's like, oh man, I sound just like Cheryl would.
Right.
That's when you've got a good copywriter. That's when you've got a good, as Vanessa, girl, you're the content queen. Lyric. Girl, you know.
Lyric was on here with us earlier too. I wanted to shout her out. Lyric Hawkins, thank you for joining us.
That's my girl.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. So as you're thinking about growing, so whether you're in the startup phase or whether you're in the space where maybe you're scaling your business, the reality is you only have so much time. And I believe the more I'm in business is that my time should be devoted to my talent. And my talent is speaking and speaking into people's lives. So look, you're either going to spend it in time or you're going to spend it in dollars. So for me, I'd rather write somebody a check to do that piece of it, the content creation piece, so that I don't have to do that because I'm a wife, I'm a mother of 3, I'm a business owner, I'm traveling all over the world. Like I just don't, as you mentioned, I just don't have the time. So that was great. You got some very, very powerful takeaways, things that people can start thinking about, especially as it relates to clarity and especially as it relates to getting it out of your head. And like I said, into a platform that you can deliver to people so that you can monetize on whatever it is that you're saying that you are the guru at. And so how do people reach out to you if they need your services or if they don't even know they need it yet, but they want to have a conversation to determine if you are the fit for them or they're the fit for you?
The first way is to get in front of a mirror and say to yourself, you know you ain't got that content down, girl. You need to stop acting funny and just say, hey, can I have a free consult with you? Right? You know, hey, so those of you that are out there, just look in the mirror or look in the camera and I'll walk you through it. So here we go. I do not have my content together, and I will not put up go-go process anymore and call that an advertisement, I promise. Right? So those are the things. That's number one. So how can they get in touch with me? Here's the thing. I wanted to do something for you, Cheryl, and because when it's like E.F. Hutton, when Cheryl Wood said, you want to come on, yeah. That nonsense. What do you mean? Can I be there? Oh, I'm there. Snowstorm, ice storm. I don't care. If it was too bad, I would have been like, okay, well, I'm gonna be right here at the Red Lobster for the next couple of days, right? But then I wanted to really give your guests an opportunity to see me in action because you need to allow people to experience you before you ask them to stroke your check. So this Saturday, got another masterclass. I like what you call it, a masterclass. And it's called Cupcakes and Conversation and Content. Because here's the thing. Once you get in your sweet spot, then people are like, that was good, right? But then you want to get them into, now you got them, it's like dating. I know you looking, right? Then, not you, because you married. But probably tell Jay, put something on Jane's mind too. So then the second phase is the conversation. And for those of you who want to go to church, you know, we know a couple folks that only want the men with conversation alone, right? So it's conversation, right? And then the next stage is really creating the dialogue that's going to get you to meet mama and they meet your kids and all that kind of stuff, right? So Cupcakes, Conversation, and Content is happening this week. You can go to cupcakesandcontent.com to get in touch with me. And I don't like people to be confused. That's just one way. The other way is that you can just text consult to 301-404-4092. And with you doing that, it's going to come right here, right? Ain't no text and then I'm going to send you to this and that. No, it's going to come right here in my cell phone. It's not Google. It's my real cell phone. So 301-404-4092, text consult. And let's see how I can help you. Because you've got to be a good fit for me, and I've got to be a good fit for you. Because when you're in business, all money is not good money. And I want to be able to make sure that you get your money's worth.
Absolutely. So if somebody could just jot that down in the Facebook feed. Again, do the number one more time. I see Kimberly's here, Domley's here. If one of you guys maybe you
girl,
could.
we need to go to Hawaii.
Yeah,
with
Hawaii,
Kimberly.
right, in the building. And Sunita's here. Hi, Sunita. If someone could jot the number down like one more time.
301
301
404
404
4092.
4092.
If you want to consult, but if you want to come to the free masterclass, and you're going to walk away with how to at least create your content for a whole year. Y'all stop doing it every day. It shows up like you just did it, right? Yeah. So just go to cupcakesandcontent.com.
Cupcakesandcontent.com. Y'all heard it. Join her on Saturday.
Saturday from 8 to 12 is 4 hours. You know, my mama said if you keep somebody more than 4 hours, you got to feed them. I'm going to feed y'all first, and then y'all can get up out of there in 4 hours, right?
I love it. Well, thank you so much for just bringing so much value into the space. People are like, oh my God, this is so good. Gerald Johnson is saying how awesome this is. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of more comments that we don't have time to read, but you can go back and look through the feed and read it. And so there you have it. You have the information to get in touch with Joan Wilson, better known as My Corner Woman. And we thank you so much for taking time to be here, coming through the rainstorm. It was pouring down out there. I said, good Lord.
Like, you know what? Let me get my oars out because I'm getting over the Voxwave.com.
I love it. Well, we are going to transition into our final piece of today's show, which is a beautiful spoken word artist, as I like to call her. Her name is Bathsheba. Can I just call you just Bathsheba? Do I have to say the last name? I like her. Girl, Bathsheba about to come up and do her thing. So give us 1 minute for our break, and we will be right back.
Awesome. We have powerful words. We have powerful minds. We use our voices, and freedom takes flight. And we're ready to work. We're ready to win. We have a strategy, and now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness. Imperfect perfection. Living my mission and winning. See, we are influencers. We have fear but don't stop. I have the confidence to rise to the top. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. All I need is inside of me. I am enough, and now I see. Yeah, I will reach my destiny. Yeah, I don't need your permission. Yes, I'm on a mission. I'll win. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now listen, I want y'all to repeat after me, okay? Because we're going to make some declarations in here today. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. You say, I'm building my legacy for the whole world to see. Say, I'm building my legacy.
All right. So I'm about to sound like Kevin Hall. All right. Okay, welcome back. So we are in our final segment of today's show, which has been phenomenal. We've had such amazing guests. We had Lakia Gilmore, our makeup artist extraordinaire, which is why my face is beat. We had Rhea Bell, who was our amazing songstress who just pushed through and gave us that amazing a cappella performance. And we just had the dynamic, the one and only Joan Wilson, who is your online content creator. And now we get to close out the show with a powerful word from a powerful woman, and they call her Bathsheba. She's a motivational speaker. She's a radio personality, a performing artist, author, editor, educational consultant, and the CEO and founder of Cage Free Voices, LLC. I love that. Cage Free Voices, LLC, an educational entertainment company. She was one of 7 finalists for Bishop T.D. Jakes' Dallas Best Competition. She has opened up for Black Nativity at the Anacostia Playhouse, Dar Constitution Hall, Howard Theater, the Capital Region National Day of Prayer, Multi-Generational Dialogue with World Vision, and many other places. And she's now in the process of producing her own one-woman show called From Divorce to Restoration that's set to premiere in July. You a bad mama jamma, sister. We're going to turn it over to Bathsheba.
Beauty as a name. The world glamorizes physical attraction, though the mind was never inclined to recognize beauty through the eyes, attaching to a body. Outward appearance hardly makes you a hot male, female, and if you think you're a G, well, I'd say you have the wrong aim and outlook. My book says it is Yah who provides the way and beauty in the minds of his subjects, as we reply all Father, Son, Holy Spirit in his unction, pumping truth from the heels to heal as our heels follow his instructions, his love, we forward to move forward. Don't be forward, because we've been sent, or even approach these temples if you don't recognize the gift. See, this glory, some can't comprehend. So on the other side of that pen, could you please blind carbon copy us on your content? While media tries to draw lines around beauty, holiness lies in conscience. What's nonsense is many are inboxed with skewed thoughts of what others believe is outbox thinking. Don't broach the subject of our perimeters if you are unwilling to access the area and depth of these vessels for consecration. Any declarations or words of affirmation are void, absent real perception. Skin deep, a potter's pearl made fearfully and wonderfully in perfection. Connection defines our fine. Not the cute you recognize in a dime. We're worth more than mere obsession. God, the only judge in the court of these queens, so there won't be any need for these are my confessions, nor objectifying. We're ushered in his presence, so it won't be the obstruction of just us you're denying. Our glass figures, at some point, we'll see his image. While your hourglass figures are in need of some dimension, flat definitions to shallow, empty lives. Your beauty comes from dust, ours is spirit, so still, like air, we'll rise with diamonds at the meeting of our minds and God's poses. We vogue in magazines full of ammunition, fly like jet, exuding the essence of the Great Commission, sending vibes to the cosmos stars for the people who will listen. Whether ebony or ivory or anyone I forgot to mention, lifestyle is beauty. Especially when you're a Christian. And we witness so his word readers can digest and nationally inquire about this G who on the onset cued the stage for world empires. Oh, this beauty inspires fire to set ablaze. And in platform we stand on to bring his words off the page. That's gorgeous beyond the grave. So when salaries go on calorie restricted diets and all of these people in the industry stop lying, you'll see true beauty and refrain from empty sayings like, I'm trying to get with you because you a cutie. We're moving mountains with the fountains of living water at our base. While others scramble to be models, we cover girls with his grace. Victoria can keep her pure state and not expose all of her secret. A presence is not in the wrappings, but what you find beneath it. So we're reaching for the gift beauty housed in our spirits. What we hold is not enclosed nor confined to a mirror. You can't touch what we possess. Nor as an MC can I hammer this in enough for it to impress you to see the impress beyond the dress, nor can you caress this beauty with your hands. A richness so deep it's beyond the reach of the likes of carnal man. I pray that you see us, not see us. I don't think you get what I'm saying. That you into me, see before intimacy, you'll see a wealth that extends beyond grains of sand. Embark on the shores of this beach body in which the husbandman is coming back for. So to adore is to see more. That's the epitome of glamour, the fruit of the spirit revealed in a woman with the faith of Hannah, patience of Sarah, joy of Anna, Joanna, long suffering of Naomi, and love of Mary. I could go on, but as you can see, this beauty is hard to carry. And though the world's vision tarries, we still make it plain. And like Rebecca said, we run with it, roaming completely unashamed. We wear beauty as the name, Jesus. Because of him, we're gorgeous.
Woo! Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm trying to get with the whole girl, but I got to clap. Oh, Lord. Look, people who do what you do, I'm just so impressed. Like, half the words I need to Google. Half the stuff she was saying, right? You like, what? Like, just to be able to combine those words and those, you know, you said something about Reader's Digest, and I'm just like, yeah, and I'm all into it. That is such a gift. It is such a gift. And I just thank you so much for showing up and saying yes today to bless me, to bless our audience, to bless people who are here in the studio. How did you get started? How did you know this was your gift?
Whew, that's a good. So I actually started writing in 6th grade as a means of escaping my environment. So it was the way in which I would be able to escape. And so in 6th grade, I had a math teacher who was next door to my classroom, and he introduced me to poetry. And who is my godmom, she's my godmom now, but she would give me a book by Dr. Maya Angelou every time I got straight A's. Wow. And so I ended up getting the entire collection, and I just continued writing.
Wow. Yeah. I love it. And so have you witnessed your own growth, like, over time? Like, what's different about you now and your poetry and what you present than, let's say, a year ago or 2 years ago? What's been the evolution?
The evolution has been pressure and pain. So having gone through a number of different things, I could see that my poetry is not just about recitation. It's actually me living in the moment and experiencing everything that God has given me to say. And I've seen that change happen when I had a conversation with my sister, Dr. Trinesa Richardson, who was up here.
Oh my, that's your sister?
So we had a conversation, and I was at Busboys and Poets, and I featured there. And my first time featuring there, she said, "You dimmed your light." And I was going through a lot at the time, and that's where my production came from, the production that you talked about, from divorce to restoration. I was going through the process of a divorce, and I just felt like everything had gone awry and that there was no way to keep pushing forward. And so in that moment, she said, you're going to have to put together your craft, because you don't have conversational poetry, and you have to get comfortable with shifting the atmosphere. And I saw that you dimmed your light. And so from that point on, it was a complete shift. And I got used to, I'm not going to hear snaps all the time. I'm not going to hear claps all the time, because it's supposed to penetrate the heart. And I'm okay with that.
You just articulated that so well. I mean, just the fact that, like you said, you won't always, because when you finished, like, I wanted to clap and I wanted to snap, but also I was still in such deep thought about everything that I just heard and experienced. Not even heard, experienced. You create an experience for us through your work and through your gift.
Praise
and I love that. And I love that your sister was able to call you out on your mess.
Yeah,
like,
she
you gotta
does
have
that.
some folks in your life who you have that intimacy with. You talked about intimacy, right?
Absolutely, because everybody after the show was like, yo, that was dope. That was dope. And I felt like crap on the inside, and I wanted her to say what they were saying so I could get rid of how I felt internally, but I knew what she was saying was truth.
And that's the importance of having people who truly are interested in your best, and have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Who are really interested in seeing you soar at your best, like at your greatest. Those are people that'll tell you the truth. And you can't open yourself up to everybody having that space.
Right.
But the fact that you had that one person who could share that with you was very, very powerful. My sister and I, we have a similar relationship, and it's like we call each other out on our mess. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. I mean, you could have, right.
Exactly. You dim your light. Beautiful. So how do people get in touch with you if they want to? Do you get booked for engagements, events, conferences?
So I do get booked for engagements, conferences, etc. And then I wanted to show.
Yes, please show the book and tell them where they can get it.
So here you'll see that I have one of my products with me. It's called What Happens to Them When You Change. And you can go to cagefreevoices.com to find out more about the products that we offer. Our company offers. And I want to piggyback off of what the last interviewee talked about when she was talking about what are you a champion of? I'm a champion of educational entertainment. And so everything that I do, you're going to experience it. And so You can also find out more about our production, our theatrical production that's coming up in the summer of this year. It's called From Divorce to Restoration by going to @Divorce2Restoration on Facebook. And you can find more out about me at Bathsheba Smith and on Facebook. But mostly you can find out a lot of the information at cagefreevoices.com.
Phenomenal. Thank you so much for blessing us. I see your baby girl doing a countdown.
Yeah, you know, I'm over here looking at her like, okay, I got 5 more.
I love that. You got to bring the kids in.
Yeah, because she's learning right now. She's doing job shadowing today.
That is it. My daughter is 14. She's written her first 2 books. She's going to be speaking at Ladrine's conference. So yeah,
awesome.
They shadow you. So I love that.
She started working on her book too.
Beautiful. Well, keep up the amazing work. Thank you for being here. You guys make sure that you look her up, Bathsheba Smithen, Smithen. Connect. Like all these amazing women that we are bringing into the studio, we're doing it for a reason so that you can connect, so that you can expand your network. And we all know that, guess what? Your network equates to your net worth. So if you hanging around the same old folk who doing the same old thing, not growing, not shifting, not evolving, then guess where you going to be? Okay, there's the answer right there. Thank you so much for being here with us. Impact the World Radio. We are here every Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. We will be back next Wednesday with 4 more amazing women. God is just blessing me with all these connections and these women who come in and say yes to sharing their gift with you. So you are being blessed. I'm being blessed. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. All right.
We have powerful words. We have powerful minds. We use our voices and freedom takes flight. And we're ready to work. We're ready to win. We have a strategy and now we can begin. We are standing bolder, shoulder to shoulder. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Now you are a champion. God is my witness. Imperfect perfection. Living my mission and winning. See, we are influencers.